So today I thought that we could look at these movie cards I got from my dad. They are the 2004 Shrek 2 movie cards. This first one is called Catastrophe. It's card number 62. While the feisty little cat is invading his clothing, Shrek jumps around in agony. Seeing his pal in such a state, Donkey instantly comes to the rescue. "Look out, Shrek," he shouts, turning around. "Hold still." Donkey rears back and kicks right into Shrek's crotch. The ogre can only cross his eyes and say, in a relatively high-pitched voice, "Donkey." I can't do the Shrek voice. I can't do any voices, really, except my own, but the point still comes across. Oh, and this one here is Puss in Boots. It's card number 63, the sign of the P. Puss leaps over Shrek's back, flips through the air and lands back in his boots. He dons his hat and draws his sword, carving a distinctive P into a nearby tree. He announces melodramatically, "Now, ye ogre, pray for mercy from Puss in Boots." Shrek isn't exactly in love with his adversary either. "Oh, I'll kill that cat." This one is a variant. It's a shiny version of this card. It's a refractor. You can see the chrome finish on it from the light. This is card number 51, Calories to Go. The fairy godmother's carriage waits at a medieval drive-thru restaurant. FGM herself takes a moment to make up her mind, then turns to the cheerful clerk and rattles off an order without missing a beat. "Okay, 2 Renaissance wraps, no mayo, chili rings, 1 medieval meal, and Harold curly fries, sourdough, or soft dough." And then this one here, this is card number 52. "You asked for it." The clerk hands fairy godmother a battle axe with her medieval meal, and she hands it over to Prince Charming. "Wow. Now, Harold," fairy godmother sighs. "We had a deal and the ogre's in the way." When Harold asks what he can do about it, she takes the axe from Charming, who looks a little disappointed, and throws it to the king. "Use your imagination." This is card number 44, Heat at First Bite. Shrek is angrily strangling his goose and ripping it into the drumstick. King Harold rips the meat out of the back of a lobster. Shrek squeezes a banana from its peel. The king crushes a handful of crackers in his bowl. Shrek smashes walnuts with his fist. Harold grinds pepper. "It's so nice to have the family together for dinner," says Queen Lillian, trying hard to keep things pleasant. This is card number 46, In Godmother We Trust. After dinner, Shrek comes upon that famous hot celebrity, the fairy godmother, and winds up with one of her business cards. Not long after that, King Harold paces near his balcony window. In spite of Lillian's pleas for tolerance, he simply can't accept an ogre like Shrek as his royal son-in-law. Here's the fairy godmother again. 47. We need to talk. No one's exactly happy at King Harold's castle tonight. Alone in their room, Shrek and Fiona continue to have misgivings about the visit. And now, rising just outside Harold's balcony window, is the carriage of Fairy Godmother. Unsmiling, she leans out an open door. You better get in, FGM tells the startled king. We need to talk. Shrek and Fiona. This is card number 36. A really big problem. The king and queen have pasted on smiles as Shrek and Fiona approach them. Who on earth are they? King Harold whispers to his wife. I think that's our little girl, Lillian replies, shocked. That's not little, the king continues. That's a really big problem. Wasn't she supposed to kiss Prince Charming and break the spell? Here's the castle. Card number 34. An eagerly awaited return. Finally, our exhausted travelers reach the biggest and most elaborate castle on the block. This is the home of Fiona's parents, King Harold and Queen Lillian. It couldn't be more intimidating to Shrek, who's starting to look very, very concerned. Crowds clap and cheer on either side of the long red carpet that stretches eagerly up to the awaiting royal couple. This is card number 33. Definitely not the swamp. As their carriage passes through town, Shrek takes everything in with a mix of wonder and dread. Fiona is certainly excited about returning home, but her smile falls when she sees her husband's guarded reaction. We are definitely not in the swamp anymore, the big green guise observes, and Doggy shakes his head in total agreement. Here's Donkey with the palm trees. It's card number 32. Swimming pools, movie stars. Like awestruck tourists, the swampy threesome get a gander at far, far away, in all its splendorific glory. The place is a fairy tale Hollywood. This is where all enchanted or semi-enchanted princes and princesses go to live happily ever after. With celebrity status, of course. Wow, exclaims Doggy, in total awe of his surroundings. It's going to be champagne wishes and caviar dreams from now on. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams, huh? Alright, and here's the three of them on the inside of their onion carriage, I believe. It's 31. Seems like we're going backwards through the set. At long last away. The trip to far, far away seems to be taking forever. And now it's Shrek who's losing his patience. Arg, he complains in his best ogre voice, stealing Donkey's line. Are we there yet? At that very moment, Fiona gasps in awe. Yes. They all look up in wonderment as their carriage approaches the outskirts of town. Here's their onion carriage, traveling through the countryside. See Donkey, the just married scion, on the back. card number 29. On the road. It's a long trip to the enchanted land far, far away. The carriage containing the three hopeful travelers clip-clop slowly through the mountains, the woods, and the hills. Are we there yet? Asked a wide-eyed donkey, looking in all directions. No, chuckles Fiona. The little carriage clatters on and on. As we said, it's a long trip. Oh, and then there's the three little pigs, the gingerbread man, the three blind mice, and Pinocchio. This is card number 28. We are moving backwards through the set. Have a nice trip. Fiona loads some bags onto the back of the carriage. Come on, Shrek. We don't want to hate traffic, advises his donkey, who jumps in alongside them. As they prepare for a journey to far, far away, they look up and see many of their fairy tale friends standing outside the door to Shrek's house, waving goodbye. Don't worry, the three blind mice assure them. We'll take care of everything. Well, that's very reassuring, isn't it? Oh, and then here we have Puss and Boots and Shrek. We got Puss Boots popping up out of his shirt here, looking like Alien versus Predator. And this is card 60, so order I thought we were going in is completely out the window now. They're probably just randomly shuffled. Fear me if you dare. Hey, look, shouts Shrek, a little cat. But what a cat. Clothed in high-heel leather boots, a feathered, floppy Three Musketeers hat, and a sword. The feisty feline jumps right out of his boots, diving at Shrek from behind a tree. The Puss in Boots cartoon show was good as well. I watched that. It was pretty good, actually. It was better than I expected it to be. I watched the whole thing several years ago when it was first coming out. I think they're making Shrek 5 now. My wife's cousin actually worked on the writing for Shrek 4, apparently, which is pretty cool, I thought. Apparently he also has a huge Star Wars collection, which I also love. This is card 55. It's inside the poison apple. King Harold arrives at a small seedy pub on a dark mission. Unknown to his wife Lillian, Harold intends to hire an assassin to do away with Shrek, thereby eliminating his son-in-law problem and making the demanding fairy godmother very happy as well. An unsavory pub patron regards him suspiciously. The disguised king looks around. So he's trying to hire somebody to kill Shrek. And here's the last one I have in this stack here. It's card 56. And this is what it looks like. A rough place. The poison apple pub is filled with fairy tale hard cases. The headless horseman tosses a drink down his neck. Several rowdy pirates sing. Around the table as Captain Hook plays 88 keys. A couple of trees arm wrestle, and one snaps the other's branch off when the king accidentally bumps into them. That's gotta hurt. So that's Captain Hook.